besides foul weather?
One-minded like the weather, most unquietly.
I know you. Where's the king?
Contending with the fretful element, bids the winds blow the earth into the sea, or swell the curled water above the main, that things might change or cease. Tears his white hair, which the impetuous blasts with eyeless rage catch in their fury and make nothing of. Strives in his little world of man to outscorn the to and fro conflicting wind and rain. This night, wherein the cub-drawn bear would couch, the lion and the belly-pinched wolf keep their fur dry, unbonneted he runs, and bids what will take all.
But who with him?
None but the fool, who labors to outjest his heart-struck injuries.
Sir, I do know you, and dare upon the warrant of my note commend a dear thing to you. There is division, although as yet the face of it be covered with mutual cunning, twixt Albany and Cornwall. But 'tis true that from France there comes a power into this scattered kingdom, who's already wise in our negligence, having secret feet in some of our best ports, and are at point to show their open banner. Now, to you. If on my credit you dare build so far as to make your speed to Dover, you shall find some that will thank you, making just report of how unnatural and bematting sorrow the king hath cause to plain. I am a gentleman of blood and breeding, and from some knowledge and assurance offer this office to you.
I will talk further with you.
No, do not. For confirmation, I am much more than my outwall. Open this purse and take what it contains. If you shall see Cordelia, as fear not, but you shall. Show her this ring, and she will tell you who your fellow is that you yet do not know. Fie on this storm! I will go and seek the king.
Give me your hand. Have you no more to say?
Few words, but to effect more than all yet. That. And we have found the king, in which your pain that way, and I'll this. He that first lights on him, holla the other.
Blow, winds, and crack your cheeks. Rage, blow, you cataracts and hurricanos. Spout till you have drenched our steeples. Drown the cocks. You sulphurous and thought-executing fires. Vaunt couriers to oak-cleaving thunderbolts. Singe my white head. And thou, all shaking thunder, smite flat the thick rotundity of the world. Crack nature's molds. All germins spill at once that make ingrateful man.
Oh, nuncle, pour holy water in a dry house is better than this rainwater out a door. Good nuncle, in, and ask thy daughter's blessing. Here's a knight pities neither wise man nor fool.
Rumble thy bellyful, spit fire, spout rain. Nor rain, wind, thunder, fire are my daughters. I tax not you, you elements, with unkindness. I never gave you kingdom, called you children. You owe me no subscription. Then let fall your horrible pleasure. Here I stand, your slave, a poor, infirm, weak, and despised old man. But yet I call you servile ministers that have with two pernicious daughters joined your high-engendered battles against a head so old and white as this. Oh, ho, 'tis foul.
He that has a house to put head in has a good head piece. The cod piece that will house before the head has any. The man that makes his toe what he his heart should make shall of a corn cry woe and turn his sleep to waste. For there was never yet fair woman, but she made mouths in a glass.
No, I will be the pattern of all patience. I will say nothing.
Alas, sir, are you here? Things that love night, love not such nights as these. The wrathful skies gallow the very wanderers of the dark, and make them keep their caves. Since I was man, Such sheets of fire, such bursts of horrid thunder, such groans of roaring wind and rain I never remembered to have heard. Man's nature cannot carry the affliction nor the fear.
Let the great gods that keep this dreadful pother o'er our heads find out their enemies now. Tremble, thou wretch that hast within thee undivulged crimes unwhipped of justice. Hide thee, thou bloody hand, thou perjured, and thou simular of virtue that art incestuous. Caitiff, to pieces shake, that under covert and convenient seeming hath practiced on man's life. Close pent-up guilts, rive your concealing continence, and cry those dreadful summoners grace. I am a man more sinned against than sinning.
Alack, bareheaded, gracious, my lord. Hard by here is a hovel. Some friendship will it lend you against the tempest. Repose you there, while I to this hard house, more harder than the stones whereof 'tis raised, which even but now, demanding after you, denied me to come in, returned, and forced their scanted courtesy.
My wits begin to turn. Come on, my boy. How dost, my boy? Art cold? I'm cold myself. Where is the straw, my fellow? The art of our necessities is strange, that can make vile things precious. Come, your hovel. Poor fool and knave, I have one part in my heart that's sorry yet for thee.
He that has a little tiny wit, with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, must make content with his fortune fit, for the rain it raineth every day.
True, my good boy. Come, bring us to this hovel.
This is a brave night to cool a courtesan. I'll speak a prophecy ere I go. When priests are more in word than matter, when brewers mar their malt with water, when nobles are their tailors' tutors, no heretics burn, but wenches suitors, when every case in law is right, no squire in debt, nor no poor knight, when slanderers do not live in tongues, nor cutpurses come not to throng, when usurers tell their gold in the field, and bawds and whores in churches build, then shall the realm of Albion come to great confusion. Then comes the time who lives to see it, that going shall be used with heat. This prophecy Merlin shall make, for I live before his time.
Alack, Edmund, I like not this unnatural dealing. When I desired their leave that I might pity him, they took from me the use of my own house, charged me on pain of their perpetual displeasure, neither to speak of him, entreat for him, nor any way sustain him.
Most savage and unnatural.
Go to. You say nothing. There is a division betwixt the dukes, and a worse matter than that. I have received a letter this night. It is dangerous to be spoken. I have locked the letter in my closet. These injuries the king now bears will be revenged home. There's part of a power already footed, and we must incline to the king. I will seek him and privily relieve him. Go you and maintain talk with the duke, that my charity be not of him perceived. If he ask for me, I am ill and gone to bed. Though I die for it, as no less is threatened me, the king, my old master, must be relieved. There is some strange thing toward Edmund. Pray you, be careful.
This courtesy forbid thee. Shall the Duke instantly know, and that of the letter too. This seems a fair deserving, and must draw me that which with my father loses, no less than all. The younger rises when the old doth fall.
Here is the place, my lord. Good, my lord, enter. The tyranny of the open night's too rough for nature to endure.
Let me alone.
Good, my lord, enter here.
Wilt break my heart?
I had rather break mine own. Good, my lord, enter.
Thou think'st 'tis much that this contentious storm invades us to the skin. So 'tis to thee. But where the greater malady is fixed, the lesser is scarce felt. Thou'lt shun a bear, but if thy flight lay toward the raging sea, thou'lt meet the bear in the mouth. When the mind's free, the body's delicate. The tempest in my mind doth from my senses take all feeling else save what beats there. Filial ingratitude! Is it not as this mouth should tear this hand for lifting food to it? But I will punish home. No, I will weep no more. In such a night to shut me out. Pour on! I will endure. In such a night as this. Oh, Regan, Goneril, your old kind father whose frank heart gave all. No, that way madness lies. Let me shun that. No more of that.
Good, my lord, enter here.
Prithee, go in thyself. Seek thine own ease. This tempest will not give me leave to ponder on things would hurt me more. But I'll go in. In, boy. Go first. You, houseless poverty. Nay, get thee in. I'll pray, and then I'll sleep. Poor naked wretches, wheresoe'er you are, that bide the pelting of this pitiless storm. How shall your houseless heads and unfed sides, your looped and windowed raggedness, defend you from seasons such as these? Oh, I've taken too little care of this. Take physic, pump. Expose thyself to feel what wretches feel, that thou mayst shake the superflux to them, and show the heavens more just.
Fathom and a half! Fathom and a half, poor Tom!
Come not in here, Uncle. Here's a spirit. Help me, help me!
Give me thy hand. Who's there?
A spirit, a spirit. He says his name's poor Tom.
What art thou that dost grumble in the straw? Come forth.
Away! The foul fiend follows me. The sharp hawthorn blows the cold wind. Go to thy cold bed and warm thee.
Hast thou given all to thy two daughters, not thou come to this?
Who gives anything to poor Tom, whom the foul fiend hath led through the fire and through flame, and through ford and whirlpool or bog and quagmire, that hath laid knives under his pillow and halters in his pew, set ratsbane by his porridge and made him proud of heart to ride on a bay-trotting horse over 4-inch bridges, to course his own shadow for a traitor. Bless thy 5 wits. Tom's a poor. Oh, do-dee, bless thee from whirlwinds, star blasting and taking. Do poor Tom some charity, whom the foul fiend vexes. There can I have him now, and there again, and there.
What? Have his daughters brought him to this pass? Couldst thou save nothing? Didst thou give them all?
Nay, he reserved the blanket, else we had all been shamed.
Now all the plagues that in the pendulous air hang fated o'er men's faults, light on my daughters.
He hath no daughters, sir.
Death, traitor! Nothing could have subdued nature to such a lowness but his unkind daughters. Is it the fashion that discarded fathers should have thus little mercy on their flesh?
This cold night will turn us all to fools and madmen.
Well, what hast thou been?
A serving man, proud in heart and mind, that curled my hair, wore gloves in my cap, served the lust of my mistress's heart, and did the act of darkness with her, swore as many oaths as I spake words, and broke them in the sweet face of heaven. On that slept in the contriving of lust and wakefulness do it. Let not the creaking of shoes, nor the rustling of silks betray thy poor heart to women. Keep thy foot out of brothels.
Why, thou wert better in thy grave than to answer with thy uncovered body this extremity of the skies. Is man no more than this? Consider him well. Thou owest the worm no silk, The beast no hide, the sheep no wool, the cat no perfume. Here's three on us are sophisticated. Thou art the thing itself. Unaccommodated man is no more but such a poor, bare, forked animal as thou art.
Here comes a walking fire.
This is the foul fiend Liberty Gibbet. He begins at curfew and walks till the first cock. He web and the pin squints the eye and makes the hair lift. Mildews the white wheat and hurts the pork creaking of earth. Swift hold footed thrice the old. He met the nightmare and her ninefold. Bid her alight in her trough plight, and aright thee, witch, aright thee!
How fares your grace?
What's he?
Who's there? What is you seek?
Go in with me. My duty cannot suffer to obey in all your daughter's hard commands. Though their injunction be to bar my doors and let this tyrannous night take hold upon you, yet have I ventured to come seek you out and bring you where both fire and food is ready.
Now, first let me talk with this philosopher. What is the cause of thunder?
Good, my lord. Take his offer. Go into the house.
I'll talk a word with this same learned Theban. What is your study?
How to prevent the fiend and to kill vermin.
Well, let me ask you one word in private.
Importune him once more to go, my lord. His wits begin to unsettle.
Canst thou blame him? His daughters seek his death. That good Kent. He said it would be thus, poor banished man. How sayest the king grows mad? I'll tell thee, friend, I am almost mad myself. I had a son. Now outlawed from my blood, he sought my life. But lately, very late, I loved him, friend. A father, his son dearer. Truth to tell thee, grief hath crazed my wits. Oh, what a night is this! I do beseech your grace.
Oh, I cry you mercy, sir. Noble philosopher, your company.
Comes a cold.
In, fellow, there, into the hovel. Keep thee warm.
Come, let's in all.
This way, my lord.
With him, I will keep still with my philosopher.
Good, my lord. Soothe him. Let him take the fellow.
Child Roland to the dark tower came. His word was still. By foe and fum, I smell the blood of a British man.
I will have my revenge ere I depart his house.
How, my lord? I may be censored that nature thus gives way to loyalty. Something fears me to think of.
I now perceive it was not altogether your brother's evil disposition made him seek his death, but a provoking merit, set to work by a reprovable badness in himself.
How malicious is my fortune, that I must repent to be just. That this letter he spoke of, which approves him an intelligent party to the advantages of France. Oh, heavens! That this treason were not I the detector.
Go with me to the Duchess.
If the matter of this paper be certain, you have mighty business in hand.
True or false, it hath made thee Earl of Gloucester. Seek out where thy father is, that he may be ready for our apprehension.
If I find him comforting the king, it will stuff his suspicion more fully. I will persevere in my course of loyalty, though the conflict be sore between that and my blood.
I will lay trust upon thee, and thou shalt find a dearer father in my love.
Here, better than the open air. Take it thankfully. I will piece out the comfort with what addition I can. I will not be gone long from you.
All the power of his wits have given way to his impatience. The gods reward your kindness.
Fraterito calls me and tells me Nero is an angler and in the lake of darkness. Pray, innocent, and beware the foul fiend.
Good evening, uncle. Tell me whether a madman be a gentleman or a yeoman.
A king. The king.
No, he's a yeoman that has a gentleman to his son.
Have 1,000 with red burning spits come hissing in upon him.
The foul fiend bites my back.
He's mad that trusted in the tameness of a wolf, a horse's health, a boy's love, or a whore's oath.
It shall be done. I will arraign them straight. Come, sit thou here, most learned justicer. Thou, sapient sir, sit here. Now, you she-foxes.
How do you, sir? Stand you not so amazed. Will you lie down and rest upon the cushions?
Arraign her first. 'Tis Goneril. I here take my oath before this honorable assembly. She kicked the poor king her father.
Come hither, mistress. Is your name Goneril?
She cannot deny it.
Cry you mercy. I turf you for a joint stool.
And here's another, whose warped looks proclaim what store her heart is made on. Stop her there! Arms, arms, sword, fire! Corruption in the place! False justicer, why hast thou let her escape?
Bless thy 5 wits!
Oh, pity. Sir, where is the patience now that thou so oft have boasted to retain?
My tears begin to take his part so much, they'll mar my counterfeiting.
The little dogs and all, Tray, Blanche, Sweetheart, see, they bark at me. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Tom will throw his head at them. Avaunt, you curs. Be thy mouth or black or white, tooth that poisons if I bite. Mastiff, greyhound, mongrel, grim, hound or spaniel, rock or limb, or bobtail, tyke or trundle-tail. Tom will make them weep and wail. For with throwing thus my head, dog leaps and hatch and all are fed. D, Sesa, come! March to wakes and fairs and market towns. Poor Tom, thy horn is dry.
And let them anatomize Regan. See what breeds about her heart. Is there any cause in nature that makes these hard hearts? You, sir, I entertain for one of my 100. Only I do not like the fashion of your garments. You will say they are Persian attire, but let them be changed.
Now, good my lord, lie here and rest a while.
Make no noise, make no noise. Draw the curtains, so. We'll go to supper in the morning, so.
Come hither, friend. Where is the king, my master?
Here, sir. But trouble him not, his wits are gone.
Good friend, I prithee, take him in thy arms. I have o'erheard a plot of death upon him. There is a litter ready, lay him in, and drive him toward Dover, friend, where thou shalt meet both welcome and protection. Take up thy master. If thou shouldst dally half an hour, his life with thine and all that offer to defend him stand in assured loss. Take up, and follow me, that will some provision give thee quick conduct.
Oppressed nature sleeps. This rest might yet have balmed thy broken senses, which, if convenience will not allow, stand in hard cure. Come, help to bear thy master. Thou must not stay behind.
Come away.
When we, our betters, see bearing our woes, we scarcely think our miseries our foes. Who alone suffers most in the mind, leaving free things and happy shows behind. But then the mind much sufferance doth o'er skip when grief hath mates in bearing fellowship. How light and portable my pain seems now, and that which makes me bend makes the king bow. He childed as I fathered. Tom, away. Mark the high noises and thyself bewray when false opinion, whose wrong thought defiles thee, in thy just proof repeals and reconciles thee. What will, at more tonight, safe scape the king. Lurk, lurk.
Post speedily to my lord your husband. Show him this letter. The army of France is landed. Seek out the villain Gloucester.
Hang him instantly.
Pluck out his eyes.
Leave him to my displeasure. Edmund, keep you our sister company. The revenges we are bound to take upon your traitorous father are not fit for your beholding. Advise the Duke, where you are going, to a most festinate preparation. We are bound to the like. Our posts shall be swift and intelligent betwixt us. Farewell, dear sister, and farewell, my lord of Gloucester. Go seek the traitor Gloucester, pinion him like a thief, bring him before us. Though well we may not pass upon his life without the form of justice, yet our power shall do courtesy to our wrath, which men may blame, but not control. Who's there, the traitor?
Ingrateful fox, 'tis he!
Bind fast his corky arms.
What mean your graces? Good my friends, consider you are my guests. Do not play me foul, friends.
Bind him, I say.
Hard, hard, O filthy traitor!
Unmerciful lady, as you are, I'm none.
To this chair bind him. Villain, thou shalt find...
By the kind gods, 'tis most ignobly done to pluck me by the beard.
So white, and such a traitor.
Naughty lady, these hairs which thou dost ravish from my chin will quicken and accuse thee. I am your host. With robbers' hands my hospitable favors you should not ruffle thus. What will you do?
Come, sir. What letters had you late from France?
Be simple, answerer, for we know the truth.
And what confederacy have you with the traitors late-footed in the kingdom?
To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king? Speak!
I have a letter, guessingly set down, which came from one that's of a neutral heart, and not from one opposed.
Cunning.
And false.
Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not charged at peril?
Wherefore to Dover? Let him first answer that.
I am tied to the stake, and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover, sir?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick boorish fangs. The sea, with such a storm as his bare head in hell-black night endured, would have buoyed up and quenched the stellar fires, yet poor old heart he hoped the heavens do rain. If wolves had at thy gate howled the stern time, thou wouldst have said, good porter, turn the key, all cruels else subscribed. But I shall see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
See it shalt thou never. Fellows, hold the chair. Upon these eyes of thine I'll set my foot.
He that will think to live till he be old, give me some help. Oh, cruel! Oh, you gods!
One side will mock another, the other too.
If you see vengeance...
Hold your hand, my lord. I have served you ever since I was a child, but better service have I never done you than now to bid you hold.
How now, you dog?
If you did wear a beard upon your chin, I'd shake it on this quarrel. What do you mean?
My villain!
Nay then, come on and take a chance of anger.
Give me thy sword. A peasant stand up thus.
Oh, I am slain. My lord, you have one eye left to see some mischief on him. Oh!
Lest it see more. Prevent it. Out, vile jelly. Where is thy luster now?
Oh, dark and comfortless. Oh, where is my son Edmund? Edmund! Enkindle all the sparks of nature to quit this horrid act.
Out, treacherous villain! Thou call'st on him that hates thee. It was he that made the overture of thy treasons to us, who is too good to pity thee.
Oh, my follies. Then Edgar was abused. Kind gods, forgive me that and prosper him.
Go thrust him out at gates, and let him smell his way to Dover. How is't, my lord? How look you?
I have received a hurt. Follow me, lady. And turn out that eyeless villain. Throw this slave upon the dunghill. Regan, I bleed apace. Untimely comes this hurt. Give me your arm.
I'll never care what wickedness I do if this man comes to good.
If she live long, and in the end meet the old course of death, women will all turn monsters.
Let's follow the old Earl, and get the bedlam to lead him where he would. His roguish madness allows itself to anything.
Go thou. I'll fetch some flax and whites of eggs to apply to his bleeding face. Now heaven help him.